Hey guys, it's me, Joe, and I'm back at it again. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a new thing. We're going to be doing a tier list. So in case you don't know what a tier list is, you make a list of a bunch of items. In this case, check it. We're going to be ranking every single Minecraft mobster in the game. I'm telling you, this is every single one in the game. And I'm just going to be ranking them on a couple of criteria, which we'll get into shortly. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. We're going to learn a lot together, and it's going to be great. Let's go! Okay guys, so as you can see on screen, there's a variety of mobs to choose from, and we're just going to have to go ahead and rank all of them. It's going to take a little bit, but I have a lot of insight, and I think that if you really care about the game, you're going to want to hear what I have to say. If you've seen any of my speedruns, then you know that I'm kind of a master behind the controls. Enderman, bam, he's gone. You know, Carcass, bam. Skeletal unit, bam. Like, they don't stand a chance, and that's why I'm kind of like the mob master. That's why I feel like I'm making this video. So, we're going to get right off into the game. I'm basically going to be ranking them on how difficult they are to kill. And if they're like an animal type mobster, then I'm just gonna say like how useful they are. So here's your basic tier list. You guys already know how this works. All right, so we're gonna start off with I have no idea what this is, guys. So it looks like it's some sort of a blue thing. I'm gonna put it in B because it looks like a parrot. I think it's a baby parrot. It's like a parrot chick. And parrots by themselves, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but they're not exactly the highest ranked mob in the game. So next we have bats. They're very annoying. I kind of hate them. They always get in the way of my speed runs. Like, you're swinging at a carcass and then like, bam, there's a bat in the way. I can't stand it, guys, so they're very low on my tier list. Next we have honeybees. They're kind of cool, but the problem is like they're way too fat. Like, I know that bees are fat and they have tiny wings, but I think they took it a little bit overboard, and this is a borderline like hate speech of a bee. Like, this is insulting. It's 2021 or something, and like we're gonna sit here and make a fat bee. Next we have a horse, and horses are pretty useful because sometimes you run out of like stamina in the game and you can't sprint anymore, and that's why you want to have a horse, because they can sprint and they have a bonus feature is they can jump. So between sprinting and jumping, the horse is basically an all-in-one package, so I'm going to go ahead and put it A. That one's black, you can't really see it. Is there like a light mode? I hate dark mode, guys. Okay, so now it's a little brighter. You can see items such as the horse and the bat. Okay, so next, oh, you guys know I have something to say about this. The blaze. Now listen. The blaze is essential to most Minecraft speedruns, not all. If you get really lucky with an Enderman dungeon, you can avoid the blaze altogether. But if you have to fight one, that is an S tier level mob. You already know this. I died to them when I found the blaze spawner. I almost died when I went into the fortress. The blaze is not one you want to tangle with on your average day. Enchanted loot, you know, you have an enhanced sword, maybe a lumberjack 3 axe. Fine, tackle a blaze, but typically no. So we have a fish. I've never seen one. So rabbits, kind of like the bats. You're swinging at, in this case, like a carcass, and then bam, the rabbit just gets in the way. I'm putting them at D with the bats. They're just a varmint. Camels are not in this game. I don't know who made this tier list, but I would know, guys, and they're not in the game. There's just not camels in the game. So next time we have a moldy spider. So it's like a regular spider, but you get like funguses when it bites you. So they're basically just more deadly than a standardized spider. So I'm going to have to put it in A because I'm just going to skip ahead and put the standard spider in B. Alright, so next we have the chicken, which the chicken is kind of like an up and down, like, you know, bittersweet situation for me. To be completely honest with you guys, you are my loyal fans, I wouldn't lie to you. I hate the chickens. The meat is subpar. The feathers are useless. They lay the stupid eggs that just clog up your inventory. Chickens are a solid C tier. Another fish. This is literally the same. All the fish are the same. Okay, we're gonna get on to cows. Now, cows, or bovines as I like to call them, they're pretty useful. They produce a lot of nice meat and leather. Putting them in S. Llamas, I kind of hate them. In case you noticed with my last speed run, I was building the portal and I got ambushed by llamas. They're stupid. They don't belong in the game. I'm gonna put them C. Same with the carpet variant. It's just the same thing. Okay, guys, creepazoidal units. Now this one is a little bit crazy. For me and creepazoidal units, it's kind of like this. I think that they're a fair and balanced mob in the game, but to be completely honest, if I was Notch, I would take them out of the game. That'd be the first mob I remove. They vandalize your structures, they ruin your speedruns, they destroy your fan mail, as you saw in one of my speedruns. D tier all the way, I hate them. I don't think dolphins are in this game either, guys. So right here we have what appears to be a yak. I've never actually come across a yak, but I think that they can spawn in like a polar biome, and I think that they're useful. They're kind of like a horse, but like you can put a crate on them. So I'm gonna put yaks in a solid B tier. All right, so keeping with the moldy mobs theme, we have what appears to be a moldy carcass. So this is similar to your standard issue zombified carcass, but with mold. I'm gonna have to say A. I mean, the mold variants are just gonna be above the standard variant, so I'm gonna have to say A. So I think we have like an adult pufferfish here. I think there's a baby pufferfish. Yeah, there's like a regular pufferfish on the tier list, and this is the adult one. So when they puff up, they become adults. C tier, anything in the water is just not really much of a threat, in my opinion. Like, no water-based mob is going to be above C tier, okay? So here's the Ender Dragon. I don't actually have the DLC, so I've never actually played against him, so I'm not going to rank him right now. Oh, Enderman. Okay, guys, this is another pretty serious one. So the Enderman, okay, number one, he's really tall, and it's pretty scary. If you've ever faced one in game, it's terrifying. Number two, they usually move in packs. Number three, they can teleport. Number four, they hit like a mule, guys. Like, they go like this. All right, I'm going to drop. I'm not putting him in A. I'm just going to, like, demonstrate how they hit. Okay, so you guys probably felt that impact through the screen. That's how it feels to get hit with an Enderman. So, S tier. Just with the Blaze, they're just, you don't want to mess with them, guys. Unless you were a master. Like, okay, I would mess with one, but no, you know, I'm me. I have like 200,000 subscribers. I'm a pretty much like certified Minecraft authority. I can mess with them. And we have a slug here. So you'll typically see these in the end. Slugs, they're kind of, it's sort of like a bat and rabbit situation. They're just there to get in the way. So right here we have what appears to be like a villager from like the 50s. So he's like in black and white. They didn't invent color back then. So I don't play Minecraft back then. I just installed it in like 2008. So to be completely honest, I don't know much about this guy. I'm gonna put him in C. So here's the fox. I'm gonna put him in A just because of like the what does the fox do song where it's like do 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 do. That's funny, guys. Ooh, all right, we have a ghost. Ghosts are terrifying. You might know from one of my speedruns, but when I see a ghost on screen, I don't tangle with him. Like, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. So ghosts, ugh, they're pretty scary. I'm gonna put them in S. They're right up there with the meanest of the bunch. Okay, so we have some insignificant mobs coming up. I'm just gonna rattle off some of the ones that no one really cares about, just so we can get through these. And otherwise, this video would take a year and a half. Okay, guys, so I just had to categorize a couple of the what I like to call the lesser or maybe like background side character mobs in the game. Not all the mobs are created equal. That's just something you have to learn, and I don't care about some of them. So right back into the action, we appear to have what seems to be a billy goat. So they charge at you. I've never really faced one in game, but I hear they can be pretty formidable, so I'm going to put them in A tier. Alright, and right now we get into like another carcass variant, which I'm actually going to just do all the carcasses real quick because I'm somewhat of a master on carcasses. It's kind of like my forte. Like, if I'm on a server and someone runs into a carcass, they always call me to TP over them to take it out. So this is what I like to call the desert carcass. It's basically like a carcass that's specially adapted to the desert. Now, one thing that's really dangerous about these carcasses is they don't burn. So basically, like if it's the daytime, they won't burn. So that immediately just puts them in S. Like those are some deadly, like that is a high level threat carcass. You do not want to just go out willy-nilly with your wooden sword and your leather helmet and just take on that carcass because he's going to beat you every time, 9 times out of 10. This time we have a villager carcass, so it's sad to say it, but sometimes your villagers turn into carcasses, but they're just at the end of the day standard issue carcasses as far as their DPS and their health. We have carcassified horse, which is just a worse version of the horse, and I'm actually going to do the same with the skeletal horse. They're both just C tier animals at best. They're not as good as a regular horse, and to be completely honest, they're ugly, and they make weird noises. I don't like them. Right here we have 2 carcasses, guys. That's because I'm actually... You might think it's stupid, but listen. Just one carcass, C tier. But it depends on the scenario. I'm going to use this as like a squadron of carcasses representation, because sometimes they spawn in a squadron, and I'm going to put those S every time. So, right there, that's your squadron of carcasses, and this is your standard, like, lone wolf carcass. So, you have to understand, again, I'm really good at the carcasses situation. Not all of them are equal, okay? Right on to sea turtles. Never been a fan personally, but like they lay cool eggs. Other than that, they don't do much. I guess you can get their shell, but I guess A is generous. I'm gonna put it B just because like save the turtles. Next we have the Iron Giant. I hate this guy. He basically one-shots you even with like full enhanced diamond armor. And the same with the Magna Slinkies. They almost killed me in my last speedrun, so I'm also putting those in D. Yeah, they're dangerous, but I don't like them. These are, like, everything in D I would remove from the game day one if I became the CEO of Minecraft. That's just what you need to hear. We already did the horse. I don't know why he's coming up again. Oh, we got the ocelot. So basically you give them a fish and they turn into like a cat. Like they change color into a pet cat. So that's pretty cool. And they scare away the creepers little units, which are my least favorite mobs. So I'm putting them A every day. So these are phantoms. If you're the guy that put phantoms in the game, can you send me an email at joesmithofficial@gmail.com with your home address and like $10,000 cash for equipment? That would be cool. Anyway, swines. Swines are good. They were kind of like before there was horses, you could ride a swine, but now there's like no point in swines. They're irrelevant. And along with the humanoid versions of them, they just are stupid. Sometimes you can use them to cheat in speedruns, but I don't cheat. All right, you got your standard issue villager. I'm gonna put him in A only because sometimes you can get cool enhanced books from them. Next we have the baby pufferfish. I'm gonna put him right next to the two adult pufferfishes, just because like it's the same thing. You just give them some time. Parrots are cool, but I can't put them anywhere above B, unfortunately. I'm just gonna go ahead and burn through another couple of ones here. Okay, guys, we're down to the final stretch. I just have like maybe 10 more mobs, and these are some heavy hitters. So first up, the swine carcass humanoid kind of guy. Listen, that gold sword does some serious damage, and they get into a pack. I'm putting them in A. If you have a problem with that, you can come at me in the chat box, but like seriously, if you ever fought one of these, they two-shot you like without armor, and I never have armor because I don't know how to make it half the time. Right here, this is a salamander. You can't really tell because his head is cut off, but this is the guy you find like right before the end portal. And let me just say, these guys will end your run. They will hit you into the lava. You have a great run going, and now it's just gone. A tier. Those are heavy hitter mobs. Skeletal unit. They shoot you. Guys, I don't know. They might have buffed these. Like, I don't remember when the shield update just came out. They buffed these guys so hard when that came out. And I'm putting them A. Or S. Sorry. The slime, like, listen. They drop a little slime ball, but I'm pretty sure you don't actually get to do anything with it, so what's the point? So right here we have, it's like a skeletal unit, but with like some clothing. It's the same as a regular skeletal unit, but it applies some slowness, I think. It's going right up there in S with the standard skeletal unit. This is like an ocelot with a weird color. This is like after you tame them, so I'm just gonna put it right there with regular. This is a tadpole, so I don't know what the heck this is. I don't think there's even frogs in this game. I'm pretty sure there's no frogs in Minecraft, but there's tadpoles, so I don't know why that's there. Next we have the coyote. The coyote is pretty good because you can tame them. I'll put him B. He's a pretty useful guy to have around. All right, frog, a good staple in the Minecraft world. I mean, he's just been around. He's kind of just like he's there. I'm gonna put him in C. I don't know what this guy does, but I'm pretty sure he's just like a really easy mob. I'm gonna put him probably like C. I don't think he drops anything. The witch, I absolutely hate witches. They use slowness on you, and it's like you can't even run away. Full S tier mob. 8 days a week, that guy's an S tier mob. Alright, next we have the wither skeleton. I've never actually fought one, but I'm pretty sure that they're really weak, so I'm putting him like C. Oh, and finally the charcoal skeleton. This dude is so deadly, guys. He almost ended one of my runs. If you are a big fan of the channel, you probably know. So I'm putting him in S. And that's it. That's my tier list. So I'm going to give you a quick scoped in review. So yeah, S tier. We got just some heavy hitter mobs. I mean, a lot of ones that will just end your day, like Minecraft wise. Then we got some of just the more, not as heavy hitter, but essential mobs to the gameplay. And then down here we just have the stuff that can be deleted, like, you know, the creeper, the pig. Like, those don't need to be in the game. The little yak or whatever. So anyway, guys, if you like my tier list, go ahead and tell me that you like it. And if you don't, then you can leave a comment saying what you would change. And yeah, just let me know. I'm really looking to start a dialogue on this because I really think that one day I will be the CEO of Minecraft. And I will be axing all of the mobs that I don't like. So you guys have to convince me or they're going to be gone. So yeah, I mean, that's it for me. See you in the next one.